All right. Should be live already. Okay, quickly, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna share the stream on with everyone in the free Telegram channel and also with everyone on Twitter. It's gonna take me a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna have a look at the chart and see what kind of opportunities we got at the moment. And we actually do have some setups, to be honest with you, not just on golds, but also euro dollar, pound dollar, euro yen, and pound yen, right? Some potential trading opportunities, right? So just to grab the link very quick. If you guys haven't joined our free Telegram channel, make sure to do so. Um, all the links that you need are down below this video, below this stream. So make sure to click on the link and join the free Telegram channel. You will get a taste of what you would normally get in the premium Telegram channel on a daily basis. So very helpful for anyone who really wants to take trading seriously to follow our trading analysis in the premium Telegram channel. But anyways, okay, here we go. Let me mute my phone. That's done. Here is a quick message on X, on Twitter. All right, we should be good. Just gonna wait a couple of more minutes so more people can actually join before I start breaking down these. It's my first cup of coffee for the day. This is something that I should do most of the time. Finish my cup of coffee and then do the analysis, right? I mean, this is the natural way to do it, isn't it? If I'm not doing a live session, I would have my cup of coffee and then have a look at the charts, Yeah, we're gonna have a look at those instruments here. For those of you who have watched previous um, any of my previous live sessions, you guys know that I'm mainly looking at euro dollar, pound dollar, gold definitely, euro yen, and pound yen. I don't usually look at other pairs, but this is for my own trading. So if you are looking at another pair, if you currently have a setup, or maybe you are in a trade, or you're wondering whether you should take a trade on a different instrument than mine, you can still send it over to me. I'm gonna have a look and we're gonna check it out. Here on my screen, I'm gonna pull it up, have a look at your setup, and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. But for my personal trading, I stick to those few instruments right here because that works for me. When I'm looking at euro dollar and pound dollar together with euro yen and pound yen, I'm not gonna take a trade, let's say, on euro dollar and euro yen or pound dollar and pound yen. I'm either gonna be trading the majors, so that means either euro dollar or pound dollar. Or if I don't have good enough setups on the majors, I may then switch over to the yen cross pairs. And that means I'm either going to have a trade on euro yen or pound yen. Okay? And then we have gold. So at any time, the most trades that I may have open at any given time is probably 2 trades if I decide to trade gold with another instrument. But that doesn't normally happen. You know? And I like to split my risk in multiple trades. So if, let's say, you're entering a trade with 1%, I wouldn't do that. I'm probably going to enter two trades with 0.5% or maybe even 1/3%, but have three entries instead. This is the way I do it. So, you know, those trades may not even be at the same levels, and that means I may have to manage 2 3 positions at a time. So for me, it doesn't work to have trades on multiple instruments, because if, let's say, I'm trading two instruments at the same time, that probably means I'm going to have 4 to 6 trades open on those two trades, on those two instruments. So that's why it does not work for me that way. I know a lot of you prefer to, to use fixed percentage, and that is absolutely fine. I used to do that for a long time, but I found out that I get more flexible, with my entries, with my trade management, when I split my risk into multiple positions. So yeah, this is the way I do it nowadays. Now it's Tuesday today, and I looked at the chart yesterday, and even today, if I have to be honest, I'm still seeing bearish price action. But there's one thing I don't want to do, and I'm not gonna do, and that is sell gold. You know, even if I see price pushing down below the 3,000 level, I'm still not gonna be looking to sell. Just have a look at this trend. Why would I sell? Even if I am expected to see a deeper pullback, I'm probably not gonna be looking to sell. Now the thing is, we have a test of the 3,000 level, and then technically we have a higher low. Or even if you say that these are equal lows, it definitely shows that the bears are not able to push the market any lower. So let's see how it goes. Even if we drop below that, I'm still going to look out for, let's say, a fake out, right? A fake breakout, and for price to close back above the 3,000 level. And if that happens, that probably means we just came here for a quick stop loss hunt or a grab of liquidity, call it whatever you want. But the logic behind that is, basically the big players are pushing the market down to collect all those orders sitting below that equal structure, to then have enough trend to push the market back to the upside, because for the market to gain momentum in a certain direction and break above previous major highs, it does need that liquidity. It needs a lot of volume, and that volume, that liquidity, usually rests below equal structure, just like here. So I may have to give it a bit more time, considering that this is the 1 hour time frame as well. But if I drop down to the 15-minute time frame, this minor piece of price action right here, well, yes, this is bullish. But there's multiple ways that we may get a confirmation for an upside move. Even if I see a strong rejection wick and then candle closing like this, I'm probably going to take that entry, placing my stop loss just below that reversal right here, and expecting for the market to not only retest this previous high, but also break above that as well. And we're still bearish on euro dollar. Now, in order for me to start looking for buying opportunities, not to enter a buy trade, but just to have my first hint, my first signal for a potential reversal, I would need to see the market breaking above previous structure, right? To be honest, this one doesn't even look that good. But if we break above, you know, let's say 1.0850 roughly, if we break above that, then I can look for continuation to the upside. But it really depends, because sometimes you get really strong signals. So let's say we don't break above previous structure, but instead of that, on the 4-hour time frame, we form one of those candles. Okay, now if that happens, I'm most likely going to expect for price to continue higher. But you know, I think it's still early to look for entries. I'm talking about buy positions, I'm talking about long trades. But let's see how it goes. We currently have this low right here on the 15-minute time frame. So the level around 1.078584. So let's see if we manage to break below that, and if we do, is price gathering momentum to the downside. Okay, because if it starts giving us a signal like this, you know, long rejection wicks to the downside, well, then we have to watch out for a potential reversal. For now though, again, I think it's still early to enter a long trade here. You know, the thing with pound dollar is that if we are about to see a reversal to the upside, I feel like we may see that on pound dollar quicker. Why? Well, you know, looking at euro dollar, we're making consecutive lower highs and lower lows. The thing with pound dollar though is this right here. Okay, so the last time price pushed, you know, to the downside, couldn't manage to break below this previous structure. Whereas we can see something different on euro dollar. We're actually seeing a breakout. Here on pound dollar, that means, you know, there's more bullish pressure compared to euro dollar. So we'll see how it goes. For now, I don't have an entry here either, right? Um, Again, we have this current low. I'm not even going to take this one. I'm going to use this low. Okay, so what is this? 1.289394. Let's see if we manage to drop down here. Are we going to break below that, or are we about to see that reversal happening soon? I talked about gold already, so obviously we're going to come back to that. But let me just have a look at the yen cross pairs as well. Okay, so I'm going to delete this fib too. Instead of that, I'm just going to play this level right here, because we obviously had this break and retest, a little bit of choppy price action around that level, but it proved itself as a strong level, you know. So yeah, 161, definitely an important level. One hour time frame. Price is most likely reacting to this structure right here. All right, so we currently see a pullback. What do we have? We have the 38.2 level, 162.14 down to 161.16. So let me just map out this area right here. Now, ideally, if we are about to push into this area, I would like to see price taking out this structure right here and then giving me that reversal, right? There are plenty of orders down here below that equal structure. We also have this previous high, so it makes it a really strong area, right? I want to see price pushing down. So let's say potential entries after we've seen price around roughly 161 point, let's say 85, right? 86, something like this. So basically, I want to see price below 161.98. Okay, anywhere below that level, I will definitely start looking for potential reversals. Now the thing is, we may get that reversal much quicker, right? We may not even see price pushing as low as 161.90 for example, right? But let's see how it goes. I currently don't have an entry, but I'm only going to be looking for buying opportunities here, right? So I'm basically long on all of my instruments. The thing is, we've got to find the right entry, and it's either going to be the yen cross pairs, or gold. I feel like. Let me just delete all that. Okay. Now you can clearly see that we're bullish. So there's no point to look for selling opportunities. Got to be on the right side of the market. Quite a steep trend to the upside, if I have to be honest with you. I don't really like price action here on pound yen. Um, but I feel like we've got a much better setup here on euro yen instead. So it's either gonna be gold or euro yen, I feel like. Okay, we can see some momentum coming into the market here. Gold starts looking quite good, to be honest. The thing is, I was looking at the 15-minute time frame, and I was actually expecting to see a break and retest, right, and then a continuation higher. But it looks like we came back for this area down here on the 15-minute time frame. So we're now potentially looking at the next move up. Now, I'm gonna wait the next 3 minutes to see how this 15-minute candle is gonna close. If it closes as a bullish candle, I'm gonna be looking for entries to the upside. This is basically what I'm looking for. Could place it down here if you wish, but I would definitely expect to see that continuation higher. I don't want to rush with my entries though, because you know technically we're still bearish here on the 1 hour time frame. The overall trend is bullish, obviously. I am just not sure whether we're going to start a move from current price levels, or are we going to do something like this to take out those stops sitting below that equal structure and then go back to the upside. But that is absolutely fine. If I get a losing trade up here, then I'm going to wait for another setup. If I get another decent setup, I'm again going to execute a trade. Uh, but I do like what I see here on the 15-minute time frame so far. Any one of you guys watching have any setups currently? Pound Canadian again. Do I have this one? I don't think I think I had to add it last time just so I can have a look, right? So let me do that again. Pound Canadian. Let me do think markets. Here we go. So do you currently have a trade on Pound Canadian, or you're just observing price action for a potential setup? Mm, I don't like what I see on the daily. Obviously, we are in an uptrend. Um, Let me have a look at dollar Canadian. Okay, so not much going on. Well, the only thing that makes sense to me is to look for buying opportunities in pound Canadian, even though right now the hourly time frame is bearish. Um, but I personally would have to see some change of structure right here with higher highs and higher lows in order to start looking for buying opportunities. But going short, I don't know. Where is your target going to be? How do you know? How long will this pullback continue? Because you may price may reverse right around current price levels, could reverse down here on the retest of this previous structure. So that's why I wouldn't be looking for selling opportunities. Instead of that, I'm only going to be looking for buys. So let's see how it goes. I mean, I'm looking at this previous structure, this previous low, together with this one. We're now taking out those lows. Are we actually going to continue lower? We'll have to see. The next level to watch out for would be this one, obviously. Let's say right around 1.84. Yep, sounds like a good level, potential pullback level. But I don't even know if price is gonna go all the way down there. The thing is, I'm only gonna be looking for buying opportunities here, but at the same time, right now it's not the time, if that makes sense. Waiting for a buy. Alright, that's great. That's amazing. Well, I can confirm you're on the right side of the market, but I don't yet see an entry. Not yet. For our time frame, it's fine. If let's say we have a 4 hour candle, nice bullish candle on the 4 hour time frame, and if I personally didn't get the entry, for example, I would wait for this 4 hour candle to close, and then on the pullback of the next one, I'm gonna find a level, anywhere within the price action of the previous candle, to look for long trades. But it will take some patience. All right, watch out for price action here on gold. If you guys have not subscribed already, make sure to do so. I'm doing live sessions like this at least twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not a big fan of trading on Mondays or let's say US session on Fridays. I try to avoid those times. So that's why every Tuesday and Thursday you can find me live here on this channel. And more videos coming out as well outside of the live sessions. Educational videos, trading setups videos, trading strategies videos. And don't forget to check out our website, trendlineforex.com. We've got over 15 courses, nearly 20 courses. Some of them are completely free. All you have to do is to register. You don't have to put in your credit card number or anything like this. You just register um, using an email, and then you get a free access to a few courses actually, uh, including trading strategies, how to analyze the market, how to calculate risk properly and stuff like that, how to choose the right broker as well. This is very important. A lot of people skip that one, but that's quite important. So a lot of valuable information completely for free, together with the free Telegram channel, of course. By the way, don't forget to join the free Telegram. You can find all the links that I'm talking about in the description below this video. If you're not watching this live, then it's gonna be below the video. For those of you watching live, down below this stream. But anyways, are we gonna are we gonna get an engulfing candle here on the 30-minute time frame? Still got about 8 minutes till this 30-minute candle closes. Now, because we can now see price pushing up, if it doesn't close as a bullish candle, at least up here, or at least as it is now, it's not going to look good, because if we leave a rejection wick and we close down here, well, then this is going to be a signal in the opposite direction. So I'm not going to take a sell trade, but I will know that right now it's not the time to enter a buy trade either. And if you are a more aggressive trader, then you should have entered that trade already. Looking at the 5-minute time frame, even this right here is a good signal if you are expecting a certain thing from price action. Like in this case, looking for a long trade, right? Even this kind of right here, because you've got the rejection, okay? You are in an uptrend. You see a pullback towards a previous demand zone. You already got the rejection, okay? The next candle is basically an indecision candle, and then you have a strong bullish signal. So down here could have made your entry. Stops below this area and then just waiting for price and see how it goes. So far it's looking good, but there's still about 6 minutes till that 30-minute candle closes. And then we will need to see the same thing on the hourly chart. So as you can see, if you drop down to the 30-minute candle, we're already overtaking the previous bearish one. And if you look at the 1-hour time frame, we are basically expecting to see exactly the same thing here on the 1-hour time frame. All right. So what do we have here? We have this bottom, then we have a strong bullish candle. Price trading sideways for a bit with a little bit of a pullback, a strong bullish candle. All right. We then have another pullback, and now we're expecting to see another strong bullish candle. Now, if that's the case, this is going to be a pretty decent signal, you know. Balaji, do you currently trade live or are you doing a challenge? I think I've asked you before. You said you are trading live, right? But is it your own personal account or um, do you do funded account? Both. That's great. So how about the prop firms? Obviously FTMO I would say is probably the best one out there, the most reliable one. But what else? What other prop firms are currently doing well and people trust them? Funded next. Yeah, I know this one. Yeah, they've been on the market for quite some time now. I think they've probably positioned themselves as one of the trusted prop firms. Uh, I don't know what are their requirements. Like, is it like 8% first stage and then second stage 5%? Is it like 10 and 5? I'm not sure, but I know for the next. I'm just asking because there are so many prop firms out there, and you can't really trust most of them to be honest. Right, some nice momentum coming in right here on the 15-minute time frame. What else? What else? Okay, right. At least for now, it looks like we're breaking below this low. Now we have to wait for the 1 hour candle to see whether it's actually going to close down below this level right here, or is it going to reverse? Now, if this 1 hour candle, by the time it closes, because there's still 35 minutes, if it closes with a long wick to the downside and closes as a green candle, a bullish candle, this is going to be a good signal, right? 8 and 5%, that's fine. Eight and 5%. And do they have their own broker, or which brokers do they use? If you've got any idea. All right, 30-minute candle closed quite well. I'm looking at my personal account, and the 30-minute candle did close few seconds ago already, but it's fine. We have a pretty strong signal. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Euro dollar is now rejecting this level down here. So that's why we don't rush into trades. We want to see candles closing before we enter the trade. All right. So there's still half an hour. That bearish candle could turn into a bullish candle. So we're going to be observing price action here. Pound dollar doesn't look as good yet. I don't like what I see on pound dollar. But then we have euro yen as well. Really strong momentum before that though. Anyone else looking at any trading setups at the moment? I'm quite happy with what I see on gold. See, this is what I'm talking about here on your dollar. It's a pretty decent signal. Now euro yen doesn't look as good because what I don't like about it is I can see this kind of signal right here, and whenever I get pulled back into one of those kind of an order block, if you wish, we've got the same thing here as well. I want to see price gaining momentum immediately. And if you look at this last bit of price action right here, we pulled back into this order block, but instead of that, we had a strong bearish momentum candle. So even if we see price pushing up, uh, I wouldn't be looking for an entry just based on that. And pound yen, looking at the 15-minute time frame with all that rejection that we have up here, I'm not happy with price action. Not just that rejection, but just this whole bit as a whole. I mean, pushing down, then we have a lot of indecision right here. I don't see price gathering momentum right now. So obviously, if we have a strong bullish candle taking price above all that structure right here, then on the pullback on the next one, I could potentially look for a continuation to the upside. But for now, I don't see this. So I don't currently have have entries on the yen cross pairs. Gold is looking fine. Pound dollar, I don't think so. But euro dollar is kind of looking okay as well. So for example, if we manage to go a little bit higher and then come back to pull back into this area right here, I would be expecting to see momentum right away. If I don't see this type of price action, then I don't enter that trade. Now, this is not a mandatory part of my strategy, but I do like to use those order blocks every time price creates one. But as you can see, we have a lot of equal structure right here, so plenty of um, stop loss pending orders are sitting down here. So it makes sense that price will push a little bit lower, taking out all that liquidity together with this one, okay, and now going back to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. Even though on the 1 hour time frame we're still pretty bearish, we don't yet have an entry signal. So first target will be 3027 on this one. I mean, of course, 3019 if you manage to get the entry right here or down here, but that's already completed. So I'm looking at 3027 next. Before that, though, we're most likely going to see a little bit of a pullback here and then a continuation to the upside. Now, ideally, I don't want to see price coming all the way down here to retest the lows, all right? Ideally, I want to see just a bit of a pullback, okay? And then more bullish momentum. Um, and that could definitely happen because we do have a lot of structure right here. So again, we're back at this break and retest level that I was looking at before. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the level where the pullback ends, right? So mark out this level on your chart. This is 3014, okay, 0.70, right around there. As you can see, the reason for me having this level on my chart is because we have this high, this one, okay. We have another structure right here. As you can see, price kind of slowed down around that level. So it is quite a strong level if you ask me. Um, you know, relevant to the 15-minute time frame. Obviously, if you have a look at the 4-hour time frame, this level is not going to be as important. But the 15-minute chart, this is the price action that we currently have. Okay, not only that, but we've also got this rejection right here around the exactly the same level, to be honest. So let's see how it goes. If there is a pullback, well, then this will be the level where I'm going to be looking for another market reaction. Now, I am expecting that we're going to have again another pullback, maybe even a deeper pullback once we get to this previous high. You can see that we're now looking at here is the 1-hour time frame. Now, this is going to be a strong level which is relevant to the higher time frames. Okay, so right around 3027, 3030. As you can see, we've got loads of retests of this area pretty much, not just a single level, but we've tested this area so many times and every time something happens. So that makes me think once we get up here, then in this case you can close your trades and wait for a pull back and look for more entries afterwards. But this is definitely a strong level, right around 3027, I would say. Okay, so I'm gonna delete it because it's, like I said, it's basically an area around all those wicks. It's not just a single horizontal level, but right around 3027. Okay. Yes, God is looking good so far. All right, guys. And that's why you can see the title of the live stream. It says long gold, right? It's because we were expecting for price to create that upside momentum. And by the way, that was already shared 2 hours ago in our premium Telegram channel, right? So a lot of valuable information. As you can see, this is my full watch list. I've got about 20 instruments, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, silver, yen cross pairs, major instruments, dollar yen, Aussie dollar, other cross pairs like euro pound, um, euro Aussie, pound Aussie. So we're looking at all those instruments on a daily basis, and I'm giving you trading setups, potential entry levels for those setups, for those instruments. If you think this is going to help you, you can join the premium Telegram channel. Send me a message. Go onto our website, trendlineforex.com. You can request your access from there. Or you can join the free Telegram channel and find my contact information. You can drop me a message. You can say, hey, listen, I want to take trading seriously. I know the premium channel is the right thing for me. This is what's gonna help me, and that's all you need to say. Like I said, all that information that I'm giving you guys right now have been shared with the premium members about 2 hours ago. So everyone already knew that we're looking for buying opportunities, right? I still don't like pound yen. Euro yen will probably continue higher. The thing is, I don't have an entry down here. Um, Still about 15 minutes left for that 1 hour candle here on euro dollar. I could potentially look for entries only if we have a nice bullish candle. If it closes like this, and what do I mean by this? Well, let me just zoom in a little bit. This right here is a good candle as your first signal. I wouldn't take this candle as an entry signal though. However, if we manage to close, let's say up here, maybe even higher, I could then expect that we're going to have just a bit of a pullback on the next candle and then a continuation higher. Okay. However, if we close just straight as a doji candle, I'm probably not going to be looking for entries. All right. And we've got to be very careful because no matter what, on the 1 hour time frame, we are still bearish. Right. However, I already knew that gold would probably perform best out of all. That's why, like I said, the title of the live session is gold longs. But also, I was actually expecting to see slightly better price action from the yen cross pairs. But that is absolutely fine. As long as we get the entry on gold, then we're good to go. I'm already long on gold, by the way. Let me have a look at the level that I managed to get the entry at. 3014.07. 3014. So right around here. Right around here. That's because of the execution tab. I could have get the entry a little bit earlier as well, but that is absolutely fine. I'm using very tight stop losses. I've already got half of my trade closed, and I'm break even, currently running about 0.7% on whatever I got left in this position. 0.7, that's right. So I think I'm gonna end it right here. Again, if you guys have any questions, if you are interested in the premium Telegram channel, make sure to send me a message. In fact, let me just drop a link very quick. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to settings, copy that link. This is where you can reach me. Send me a message. Let me know if you like what you see on the live session so far. I think I've already got about 20 or 30 of those. And yeah, this is what we do every single week. Just joining in live, do that for about an hour, follow price action. If we got any decent setups, I would always let you know. There are sessions where I don't really have anything. And if I have to be honest, as long as those pullbacks continue on the majors and on gold, on the yen cross pairs as well, in most cases I'm not going to have any trades because I know the overall market direction is bullish. So I'm only going to be looking to take a buy trade. And if price is pushing down, but it's not yet breaking below major structure, well then that means I'm still going to be looking for longs, and I will need to see a reversal in order for me to go long. So that's why we may have live sessions where the market is in a pullback phase, and that means I'm not trading. But this is absolutely fine, and it can still be beneficial for those of you who like to trade pullbacks or who like to trade counter trend. if you are trading against the trend, it's kind of more risky, but you tend to get better risk to reward ratio setups, right? So anyways, that's all for now. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure to do so. Drop a like on this live session. Check out the rest of my videos on this channel. I'm sure you're going to find some valuable information. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm also going to see you in the free Telegram channel. I'm sending out free information on a daily basis. All right. That's all for now. I'll see you guys next time.